Hello, dear recruiters. Welcome to this live webinar. How are you all doing? Hope you're all fine. And thank you for waiting for this webinar. It's very interesting to see that all of us do hire teachers, and this webinar has a special value. After hiring, what's happening? What are the chances of the teacher not being a fit for your school? This is what the value addition is there in this webinar. Hi, I'm Dr. Padmavati Tungaturthi from Teachconnect. I'm a quality education specialist. I train teachers and mentor principals. This webinar is specially for those HRs, principals, coordinators who are in the panel of recruiting teachers. Now how are we going to look beyond the lens? How are we going to plan not to have a misfire? Let us be confident to understand what to see beyond the resume. This webinar is there for all those who are in the panel of interviewing. The interview panel should be very strong. Therefore, the topic today is very interesting. Hiring for behavior and belief, that's beyond the resume. What's happening during the hiring? Are we looking for the behavior? Are we looking for the belief in the system? That is, are we looking for the culture fit as well as skill fit? Skill fit comes when we have, and let me see if the voice is there. Hello. Yeah. I'm just checking if I have a voice there. Okay, yeah, the voice is there. Yeah. Now I am happy we're all there. Sometimes these things do happen. I don't want to make a mistake by not having a proper audio to you all. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, okay. Now then, when we are working about hiring for behavior as well as for belief, the culture fit is what we call as behavior, and the belief system is what is about the culture and the alignment of the content, alignment of the cognitive skills, alignment of the vision, mission, integration of principles. All these have to go in the skill component. Whereas, are we aligning with the culture component? Now, what are we calling as culture fit? That's the behavior of the teacher. How is the teacher behaving in various scenarios? What happens in grade 4A doesn't happen in grade 4B. Different sections have different behaviors. Therefore, let us be very strategic, very insightful in understanding the content, and you as school principals will follow that you are capable of looking through the cognitive skills. But why is this misfire or the mishire happening in the school? Misfire is also happening, mishire is also happening. But today we will focus on how there should be awakening inside the principal about working on the behavior and belief. I want to start with the truth that many HRs and principals quietly whisper after every misfire. This resume looked really perfect, but something didn't work with this. Why are we talking like that? Why are we not able to judge even before the teacher is appointed? Because resumes are a big list of qualification. Resumes, teachers write something wherein they borrow from here and there sometimes when they don't accumulate good amount of experience. More than the experience, what is it we should look at? Are we not appointed? Were we not appointed some time ago as a first job? Somebody has picked up for the first job. How is that we are able to prove ourselves, and how is that we are able to work here, right? How is that we are able to stand here today on this seat? How is that the teacher while interview is not able to focus on the empathy of the student? And why is the principal not able to change that lens from cognition to understanding the teacher even beyond the culture? That is, the even beyond the culture, going into the mind of the teacher happens only when we allow the teacher to speak with us. Therefore, recruiters, the principals, start looking beyond the paper. The A4 resume paper, which has a list of qualifications, doesn't do much good for you all. So today we will all learn how to hire the kind of teachers who not only teach but also transform. Yes, there is dearth of teachers. But why are we not taking a promise that we will only hire the best? Training the teachers, definitely there. Communication wise, the teacher has to be good. But is the teacher feeling that empathy within herself? Are we not looking for more than a degree? We need a character of the teacher. And when we are looking beyond the hiring, what is that we want? We want a growth mindset for the teacher. We want a teacher to learn the alignment of the school with the culture. The cultural alignment is always there. The growth mindset people can only work with the cultural alignment. There should be an ability to remain calm when things go wrong. Yes, children fight in the classroom. Students do make that indiscipline. Can the teacher handle this kind of indiscipline? Can the teacher believe that she can do it? Is the elegance in the teacher there that she can do it? Can she handle the scenarios? Because no two scenarios are different. There are different scenarios for different people. Therefore, different schools, different classes, different levels have different kind of work. Every child deserves that dignity. Are we able to give that dignity? Are we able to create that self-awareness in the student? Did we check on this point? There is a skill beyond this culture fit. Empathetic skill, collaboration skill, adaptability skill, and self-correction skill. Even before somebody is letting them know, why is that there is a skill gap in the teachers, skill gap in understanding the students, skill gap in the connectivity. These have to be improved. How is that the principal able to find out this? Therefore, this is the behavior and belief combination. Let me tell you a small story. That a middle school teacher in a rural school. She didn't have fancy degrees, but she had all the passion for herself. One day she found that the student was crying suddenly in the classroom during the lesson while she was facilitating. She sat down, knelt down to the eye level of the student. She didn't teach lesson. She wanted to understand. She wanted to listen. She was an active listener. She saw to it that the student comes out with that kind of empathy, with that kind of feeling, that she gave that confidence to the child. These don't come with the fancy degrees. You must hire the heart of the teacher instead of hiring the titles. That's how the teacher in the rural village was successful. This anecdote always moves me because I came to know through somebody that this is the anecdote. Can you recollect or any framework which comes into your mind as a principal when you, any such incident, just flash it in your mind. Take 5 seconds time for yourself. Look inwards. Do you recollect any such incident with any particular teacher? What are the questions you have asked those teachers there? Therefore, this is how you need to first identify the teacher for the empathy. Therefore, now coming to the practical part, let us use some strategic tools for this. Now, what are the questions you should ask? First, as usual, interview. We are all prepared. We will ask question. What would you do if a student refused to speak for 3 days in your class? This is a wonderful question which you can ask. 3 days in the class, the student is gloomy, not able to open up. Then, what's the child doing? You're listening. The child is speaking after 3 days. Good. How did you make the child speak? We are not looking for technical answers like I've asked a question and I asked the child to read. No, these are not the answers which we are looking for. We are looking for what is the trait of the teacher. The trait of the teacher is a teacher showing patience? Is a teacher able to work under pressure because the deadlines have to be met? Is the teacher able to talk to the student, conduct the sessions, take that empathy into her hand, understand the student alongside teaching? Is the patience there with the teacher? And now also you can ask another interview question. Say, how about this question? What's that one thing you will never compromise in a classroom? What is that one thing which you never compromise in a classroom? Is such a beautifully sliced question, wherein the internal compass, where is the teacher's north there? Is the true north there with the teacher or not? Is the teacher able to understand what the class is meant for? The class is also meant for the teacher to talk, facilitate the lesson. But what is she not able to compromise? Why and why not? Do you believe that every student learns at the same pace? Why or why not? If given a suitable VARK system, visual, auditory, reading, writing as well as kinesthetic, definitely that's an internal compass wherein every student can learn at the pace which the teacher wants to. Or if you can simply ask a teacher another question, what is that activity? Why did you choose this kind of activity? What is that you are going to deliver through this activity? Therefore, not only the answer, please do observe the adaptability of the teacher. Make her understand that we are asking questions not worried about the answer and the outcome, but we are wanting her body language, the response she is giving to this unexpected question. How is the teacher? The teacher, is she respectful in the classroom? Was she curious about how it was done? Why it was taken? Why the activity was taken? Was it adaptable to the scenario? Is it grade level? What's the answer given by the teacher? That's important for you to know also. Then, if you are looking for the cultural fit rubric, that's a behavior rubric, give 1 to 5 grading for the empathy, and also for the accountability, and also for the adaptability, and also for the communication. Make some more rubrics, or you want to look at the body language apart from the adaptability, accountability, add on. Try to add this point, because the behavior consistency, you can't have a 4 on the empathy and 1 on the accountability and 0 on the adaptability and a 5 on the communication. These rubrics have to be on a +1 -1 point. Then only you can adapt such a teacher into the school. Therefore, it's important for you to write down rubrics, and they can't vary so much. Keep this in mind. That is one important thing which we can work on. Now, let us all together create that guided activity. What is that you want to look beyond the checklist? Then we can ask a question like this, or recruiters, please write down about the 3 beliefs you expect every teacher in your school to model. What is that 3 belief system you want the teachers to model in it? What is that you want them to do? Therefore, you want the teachers, say for example,